Yahar! Fasten the mizzy, me hearties. There be a shipwreck dead ahead. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our exploration of Minecraft Snapshot 21w42a, the latest snapshot for 1.18. And if what you're looking at seems a bit familiar, perhaps unexpectedly so, there is good reason, because these are the coordinates for the old location of Cool Mountain. And it's actually looking pretty familiar. More or less kind of like what it was right after it disappeared. The shipwreck's there. There's a beach there. Even have that little ravine under the water there. And some of the stuff is actually fairly similar. Much more similar than I would have expected, given that the newer snapshots are using a different random number generator and different number of bits in the seeds. Everything else seemed to change so much. I'm not sure why this stuff is still the same. I think we kind of touched on that maybe in a earlier exploration on the last seed, perhaps, or maybe I just did that on my own. I forget. I can't keep track anymore. But anyway, this is here, but I'm wondering for how long. They changed the number generator and all that stuff for the terrain generation. Did they not do it for generation of structures? And maybe they'll do that later. We'll find out. Anyway, it's weird. But we're going to take a look at a few other places tonight. I did a little bit of pre-scouting. So we're just going to basically do a lot of teleporting to start off with. And then maybe a little touring around. So let's see. First stop. Let's see. We are going to take a look at the spawn area for this world. Very quickly. And as you can see down below, there's some interesting stuff there. Spawn is right down over here, I believe, by one of those trees you see down there. I think the big one right here. No, that's not it. Big tree. There's a big tree in there somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, there's a spawn area down there. Spawn is down there somewhere. It's by one of those trees. I forget exactly which one. Let's see. What was I doing here? Oh, yeah. Give you all the seed. That's supposed to show the seed. There's the seed. All right, there's a seed. I'll have it also, if you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be in the description. If you are not watching this live, Cat, why you gotta scratch on the post right now? If you're not watching this live on, but you are watching this on Twitch, it'll be in the description for that as well, which I will put on later. Unless you're watching this immediately after I finish the stream, in which case there might be a little bit of a delay. But, you know, come back in a few minutes, it should be there. So yeah, this is the spawn area, much like it was in 21.41a. That's a lot of flowers. Must be an FTD outpost there. And then more stuff over here. Of course, the Ocean Monument is still there. But let's move on to some different things. Of course, we have down by where the atrium base was in 117 and earlier. We have this spectacular area here, which we introduced on our last snapshot tour. Oh my goodness, it's starting to snow. And thunder. Always nice to see. Woo, that's gonna wreak havoc with the stream. Good old Lush Cave, not Lush Cave Cliffs, Lush Cave Cove. Yeah, fortunately, my software will buffer what I'm doing until the stream gets reconnected. So you guys shouldn't miss anything. So yeah, this is actually an island over here. It is cut off by just one block down there, as you can see. And I think on the last tour I neglected to take you guys down here. Oh, the glowberries. There wasn't these glowberries before. I think on the last one. This time there is. But yeah, we have this nice little hidden cove there. Semi-hidden. I mean, there's not much, only just one block above the water level there. But yeah, nice place to stow your boat. Looks like a little cave down here as well. Don't know how far in that goes. Looks like it goes down in there a little bit. Don't know how far exactly. But the real attraction over here is the caves and the cliffs. And I don't know, I don't think I let's see, there's a little spot. Where are you? Spot over there with some. A little cave over here. This thing just jerks around so much when you're close up. And some growth in the sides here. But the real star is this guy. It went way far in the last snapshot, and I have no reason to believe that it won't in this one. I mean, there's a whole section over here. There's a section down over here. Got a little aquifer here. Look at that. It just goes way, way, way down there. This is so cool. I love this. So what could you do with this? Do I have the... yeah, I have it upright. What could you do with all this space? Maybe build a little house down here or something. It's nice. Build some paths going in. Light it up a little bit more. Because, you know, you do have, you know, some nasties spawning in here. Oh, and this goes way down even more. And then down even more. Down here. Then down even more. Oh, we're down in the deep stuff here. I wonder what 119 will bring down here. Are we looking at areas where we'll see? How far down are we? Negative 30. Yeah, so it goes down pretty deep. Quite the drop. Quite the drop indeed. Let's see, do we have another exit over this way? I don't know. See, I have a tendency to get lost in these caves. But it's pretty, so it's not a bad place to be lost. You know, as caves go. But we do need to get out so that we can find our way to other attractions in this world. Yep, I always seem to find my way out through this one of these top exits here. And let's set the time. Come on now. I know I had it in here somewhere. And back over here is opposite the cliffs. Opposite the cove. On the other side. Yeah, the cove's over this way. Uphill. What was I thinking? Should be right over here. Should be right over here. There it is. And it should be raining and then snowing. And it should stop that mess because we do not need that on the stream messing up everyone's video quality. It's just not right. And I thought I saw my shadow down there for a moment, but it was just some breakfast cereal milk splatters on my screen. I'm not proud. It happens. Happens to a lot of people, I'm sure. All right. The point is, it happened to me. So let's move on to some other interesting things here. So we got Lush Cave this. Gotta scroll down to the stuff for 21 for the 42. Okay. Let's get on to the main attraction. The one that you saw in the title page as we were waiting for the stream. The one, the only. Hello. It likes to make an entrance. Don't worry, it's coming. Here we go. Gnarly Mountain and Resort. With lots of attractions, because there's some really good scuba diving here, because we have like the whole coral reef going on out here that you could go and dive around. There's rock climbing, of course. Lots of rock climbing around here. And, waterfall swimming, that kind of thing. You can ascend that way. I believe I think there's another village over this way, if I recall. Yes, there's another village over here. If you want to could go and make a little excursion over there for sightseeing and souvenir hunting. Lots of sandy islands if you like exploring beaches. We have some historical ruins out there. Be careful. Occasionally, guests do not come back. And I thought there was a shipwreck over this way. I may have been thinking of something else. No, because I was also came back and looked at this one in 21w41a. That was kind of interesting. The resort apparently had not yet been built then. So that's interesting. So it's fairly new construction here, which means it will have all of the top amenities that you expect at a high-end resort. Like, for instance, right in here, we have one of our luxury suites with a view of the namesake Gnarly Mountain. Lovely bedstand here with which will not open for some reason. Hello. Whoa, there we go. Oh my goodness. It just all happened at once. Complimentary bread and wheat if you want to make some bread of your own. Also some cactus, which can come in handy if you, just need a little aloe to soothe your sunburn, which, can happen in these resorts. But they think of everything. It's right there in your room. Come on up. So let's take a little tour around. Take a look at some of the things. Now, here's our top-notch, some of our top-notch security we have at the resort. Making sure everyone's safe. Because, you never know what's going to wander out of the jungle over here. In fact, sometimes the guests will wander in there and not come back. But that does help with some of the room turnover, so you're a bit more likely to find accommodation that way. A bit more likely than you might think otherwise. So, coming up around here, you can see we have some lovely waterfalls here with little inlets here. Oh, and there's some dolphins swimming around here, around through the coral sea, just off the other side of the mountain here. And you can see here there's lots of water caves for your aqua spelunking. Be very careful. Sometimes the weather can turn on you a little bit. But if you don't like the weather, just wait a bit. There can be hazards on the mountain, so be sure to bring some sort of self-defense items along. Actually, I need to switch back to the thing here. All right. Now let's take a look over here. There was, if I recall, and I might be thinking of something else. There are lots of caves in here, which are somewhat accessible from the water. You do have to be careful about what you find and deal with it as you must. But it can be rewarding at times. And let's see, there was... And I may be thinking of another incarnation of this. I may be thinking of another site, actually. Yes, I may be thinking of another site that we'll be visiting. But as you can see here, there is this nice little floating island. And if you're careful and know what you're doing, you can actually swim right on up to the island. And this is challenging. We only recommend it for our most accomplished swimmers among our guests. Oh, because this can happen. Yeah. Okay. Well, you get the idea. It's not without its hazards. You will have to sign a release before going to any of the attractions while staying at the resort. But again, I think you'll find the experience very rewarding. Just a little parting shot of the island. Little overhead. And really this, for those of you who had joined me in missing Cool Mountain, this honestly is like Cool Mountain had some a younger sibling that were like conjoined triplets. It's just really crazy. But yeah, if you wanted to build a base in a place like this, that would be pretty cool too. Sun's going down. We're going to allow it to do so. All right, things should be a bit faster now. Even though they are loading up again. We'll have to wait for some of that to occur. I'm just wondering how this whole place is going to look at night, though. Well, you know what? Let's just go for it. Boom. Here we are. It's beautiful. You can see the coral reef all lit up. And the neighboring village as well. There's a few lights on the mountain. A few spots of glow lichen. So if you do venture up into the mountain, you may want to bring a light source. But also you don't want to venture out too much at night. because, well, you can see our crack security does have its job cut out for it. But they do their job, and they do it well. There's one of our staff, apparently having some difficulty there, but our security is on hand, ready to assist if necessary. And yeah, it probably is necessary. Well, let's go ahead and skip to the daytime. That should help them out a little bit. Also, if we do this. There we go. That helps things out. All right. So, we'll leave our staff to take care of this situation. They're all very capable. Let's go to another interesting island that I found exploring this world. It's one that I call Snowy Cliff Island. And where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Alright, where are we here? Come on, load it up. Here we are. And you can see why it's called Snowy Cliff Island. Now this one, yeah, I think this is the one that I may have been thinking of with all of the caves, or maybe not. I was thinking of something else, maybe. There is another spot that has some very extensive caves, water navigable caves at that. But I don't think this was it. This does have some underneath, I think, though. But the island is kind of interesting in that there are cliffs basically surrounding more or less 3 sides of it, or at least an arc around it. And over here, it's, well, it is a formidable shore as well. But there do appear to be some spots where you could possibly make landfall by boat and make your way up onto the island to visit the snowy part of it there. I don't know if it's what would be officially called snowy slopes, but it's a slope and it's snowy, so I'm calling it Snowy Slopes. I don't care. Mojang, you can complain all you want, but that's what this is. All right, down. Let's take a look inside these caves here. This is pretty, yeah, dark and dangerous, let's say. A lot of stuff going on in here. A lot of things to be aware of. Got some openings up top there. I think we saw that from above. And a bit of snow falling down on the surfaces down here. I'm kind of glad to see that. One thing that we've seen in some previous snapshots is we've seen mountains with snow kind of, you know, draped onto them. And then the cave carvers come along and carve away the stone, but not the snow, which is kind of odd. Whoa, a whole other section over here. So this whole thing is just riddled with caves. And then you have this little section here. Would make a nice entrance if you were to rid the place of its very regular. Rid the place of its you know, problem residents, and build yourself a little base out of it. You could have lots of little balconies and stuff out over the side here. Maybe some little elytra platforms. Could be pretty cool. And again, I've said this before. I have heard a YouTuber or two complaining about how high some of these cliffs are, but hey, it's caves and cliffs. What do you want? That's what you're gonna get. And there's even more over here. I kind of like these kinds of shores. And yeah, you're going to have to, in some of these cases, I mean, you got a nice little slope here, but in some of these more sheer cliff shores here, you may have to cut some stairs into the side. But yeah, that's how it is sometimes. All right, let's see what else we have. Okay, the next one is pretty much going to be the last that I made note of. After this, we are going to continue on and see. Oh, come on. And see what else we can find. This one, and let's see, does it have a village? I forget whether it had a village near it. I mean, it's got a nice space here that could accommodate a village easily. But this one, I've been calling Lighthouse Rock. It doesn't have a lighthouse on it, but it would kind of be a good place to have one. There's a lot of reefs around here, and obviously at least one ship has had some bad luck in this area. So yeah, it might be a good place to put a lighthouse. And then over here in this little inlet here, be a nice little place to put a village around, I think. And you got some pumpkins right over there. Good thing to start with for your crops. Got a little supply of lava over there if you need some. A lot of sand over here on the beach, and these beaches over here and over here for making your glass. Or you can possibly dredge some up from down below the water if you want to, increase the draft here for ships. But you do have to be careful about these caves over here. I think some things could wander out up this way, maybe. But you have this nice little natural bridge here, which is very pretty. Could make an interesting tourist destination, although you don't want to fall off that bridge lest you end up bouncing and rolling down into the lava here. So be careful of that. But otherwise, nice little jaggy sort of thing. I guess this would be a broken savanna kind of thing, looking at the vegetation up top here. But it does come right from these plains over here, with a little bit of, not really so much broken or shattered or whatever they call it, but nice little cliff there. You get a lot of that thing happening in the new Minecraft versions. So let's strike out and see what else we can find. That'll be the rest of the stream for the next half hour, 45 minutes or so. And we'll see what we can find here. I'm trying to remember which direction I went from here when I was exploring myself. This looks like it's generating new terrain, so it looks like we're in a new area. I was looking in some areas, and I did mark a few other places, but those are going to be for another video, talking about a certain aspect of one of the effects that the new terrain generation is having on a certain aspect of world generation. And I'll go into more detail with that later, not in this stream, but I'm going to be making a separate video just posted directly to YouTube later on. Might work on that tomorrow. It's not really specific to this snapshot. It's something that's been going on in pretty much all of the snapshots for 118. It's something that I think needs to be addressed, and I will talk about it. I don't know if anyone watching will bend Mojang's ear about it, but I will certainly say something about it. And actually, I need again to pop up the stream. Oh, we've got some Badlands over here. Which, you know, why they call them Badlands when lots of people like to find them? Seems like it's good lands, isn't it? But mostly that's, you know, gold fever, I guess. Let's see, any sign in here of an exposed mine? Kind of going, oh boy, here comes the rain again. Let's clear that up. It does like to rain in these worlds for some reason. It seems like on these tours I get more rain coming than any time I've played just in survival. I could go like a whole session with no rain. Possibly because I'm sleeping at night rather than just letting the day continue on forever. That might have something to do with it. But presumably the rain can come first thing in the morning. But I don't know. What do we have over here? Probably just some sand. Oh, some webs over there. What's going on over that way? Is that the entrance to a mine? Perhaps? Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, this is a very much exposed mine. Very much exposed. There's just tracks all over the place up here. Any mine carts right up here? Oh, look at that. It goes right into the side over there. It goes over into the savannah there. Interesting. Lots of cobwebs over on this one. Oh, a spawner. Spider spawner. It's right up here on the surface, isn't it? So, but that's probably only going to be spawning them at night. Because I think it does need to have a certain degree of darkness to spawn them. And what do we have down here? That's just some dirt. Okay. And there's the mine there. So it's pretty much just weathered away a little bit. I think there's more over here. Yeah, there's more down below there. Some up here. And more down there. Yeah. Neat. And then, like I said, some going over into the savannah there. Oh, and look at that. A house up on the hill, way up there. And a path going up there. You know what? I'm going to skip that. That's for another time. Might give you a hint about what I'm going to be talking about in another video. But I'll save it for that. Alright, lots of, I guess, desert here. This can't be all just solid, you know, modeled beach, can it? Where are we on? Desert. Yep. Good old desert. Nothing beats desert. Does it come to beach at some point? It seems like it should. It'll probably just go right to ocean. River. Okay. This is just one big giant river. Okay. That's cool. Oh, what is that over here? Another exposed mine. There's been a lot of erosion in this area since those mines were built. Wow, this is a sizable badlands here. A lot bigger than we've been seeing in other snapshots. They did mention in one of the recent snapshot releases that they had enlarged biomes in general, which, yeah, I think is a good move, given that they enlarged things vertically. Just increasing the scale overall, I think, is good. Because the the mountains they had before, while not as tall as you're seeing now, they were fairly proportional, I think. Looked nice. But then you start making them taller, and everything is just maybe just a bit too steep. So increasing the lateral scale of things, I think, was a good move. Oh, that's kind of neat. I think it's definitely a good move. Yeah, lots of badlands here. This would be the place to come. I'm going to show the coordinates here, just generally. So if you're in this seed, this one here, make your way towards those coordinates if you're looking for some badlands. There's plenty here. I saw at least 2 different exposed mines. This one here, it seems to extend all over there, and there was one further back the other way. So yeah, lots of good stuff here. Even some grassy area and dirt, so you can even have make yourself a base. If you like using a lot of glass in your base, well, there's lots of sand over here as well. Let's see what's up the river. More badlands. Nice little river valley going through it. Lots of strata exposed here. That's always nice in the badlands. I really do hope to get back to doing these more regularly on Mondays. That is a better schedule for me, to be honest. Gives me another night where I can sleep. Go to sleep early. Sleep late the next day, or sleep late the next day. Some good rest. Catch up on some sleep, which is kind of important for me with my work schedule. Won't go into details, but yeah. All right, more badlands, more desert. Saving the world. We all want to save the world. Like to finish saving the world. Thank you. Lots of coral over here. Could between the coral and the terracotta, you could have a highly decorated base in this area. I like to see what some people do with this. So hope you made note of the seed. I'm not bringing it up again. Ah, nice little desert village here. Nicely placed. I like that. Convenient to the sea. Got a big, well, I'm not sure how big it is yet. But it has a ravine. Not too deep. Doesn't look like it goes deep into a cave there at all. Some water over on this end, so you could kind of jump down into it. Getting back up might be problematic. There could be some sand that could drop into it over on that side. But, yeah. Alright, is that, no, that's just a little spike over there. So, continuing on, actually, let's go this way. Because when I was exploring before, I was mostly following the coast. So I want to go a different direction. To see what else is here. Oh, a nice mesa. That almost looks like a paw print from an angle back there. I'm going into some savanna with a village right there. Convenient to the mesa, also right on this river. Not bad. Let's see. Yeah. On a few villages that I've seen, it kind of looks like they're... I don't know, maybe I just haven't seen enough villages to be familiar with every aspect of them. Every possible structure, but there was one that I don't think I'd seen it before. They had a like a little town center with like a couple bells on either side of a tree, which had torches set into its all four of its sides. I thought that was interesting. Oh, another village over here. Again, on the savannah, close to Badlands. Wonder how good access they have to the ocean with these this path. Well, it's getting washed out now. So yeah, not a very useful path. Path got washed out. That'll happen sometimes. Looks like they had some crops set up here on some terraces, but yeah, got flooded. So much for that. Yep. Gotta watch out for those new springs sometimes. Ooh, that's a nice mountain there, kind of Disney Park-esque. Put some railroads coming out of that in all kinds of crazy ways. Sure, it'll be fun. I'll leave it up to you guys to name the mountain. And let's see, we got some big dips here. Just some big depressions, some big carve-outs there. And over here, not so much a cave. If the land had been a bit higher, it would have been, though. Just plain open. But yeah, the cave openings in 118 are kind of big at times. Seen others comment on that. Another village over here on the hillside there. Saving the world again. Because, you know, I mean, who else is going to save it? Right? It's up to us. We're the heroes. In our own stories, anyway. Isn't that kind of what how the saying goes? Everyone's the hero of their own story. Yep. Guess that's how it goes. No one sees what they're doing as, you know, as being evil. even if most other people see it that way. And sometimes that can lead, and occasionally rightfully so, to some empathy for someone doing bad, if they're doing it out of desperation. That's one thing. If someone's doing things just out of spite, just because, you know, it's what works for them, well, that's a different story. Because while people don't necessarily see themselves as, you know, the villain, as being evil, they can certainly be selfish. But back to exploring this world. Doesn't want to be a downer. So let's see. Ooh, nice little cave down in there. But this whole world is riddled with caves. And sometimes I wonder if there's too many. But then again, the whole scale of it all, maybe they're not that close together if you're not flying over like this. You know? Maybe if you're down on the ground, playing survival, then maybe they're not so close together. Don't know. Now that looks sizable. Excuse me. Bumped into the microphone. Let's go take a look. Whoops, let's stop the rain. Had it. All right, and then let's go and take a look at this one. It's a nice big entrance. I guess if you're trying to go in and survive, you'll probably come over this way, make your way down. You'd kind of have to cut some steps down into there, or put yourself some ladders down. It'd be nice if you could put like scaffolding or whatever, lowering it down. A rope ladder would be good. Wow. This is pretty big. Another exit out over there. Some sunlight coming in. Wow. A little sunlight down over here. Does this go out to... Nope, that's not sunlight. That is lava light. I'm guessing over here as well. Yep. Much better. Much better. Much smoother. Oh, yeah. Like butter. Although the train's loading back again. Oh, yeah. Is this where we came in? I think this is where we came in. Pretty neat. And there's more over this way, too. These caves are just so huge. I mean, look at that. So much more gigantic than than what we had before. Ooh. Look at this. It just goes. Oh my goodness. Wow. Careful with that. There we go, down below Y0. Which is, you know, another reason why these things are so so deep. How deep are we here? Ooh. We're at Y minus 42. Yep. See if we can find our way out. Oh. So we got like sunlight just coming into that one little hole. Interesting. Teeny tiny. You get so far down, we got no, it's not fog. It's just light colored. Did I even miss it? I don't know. I guess I had to kind of bob and weave to get up there a bit, so not necessarily going to be seeing all the way down. Where was our entrance? How far away are we from that? I think it was over in this little valley, wasn't it? This big valley, rather. Yeah, it's through there. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I like this this valley here. These valleys that they make, where it's just kind of ringed by a mountain or something. I kind of like that. Be an interesting place to put a base, especially have like tunnels going through to the outside. I'm gonna set this back to day. Yeah, it could be could get interesting. So what about this water here? Does it go through? Does this tunnel go through? Can anyone besides me prevent forest fires? I have it on good authority that I'm the only one. Alright, so this, it only goes in so far. And then goes down a bit more, goes up a bit more, but, yeah. Oh, goes in here. And I was hoping there would be like a waterway going through, but it's just an aquifer. Some ledges there. And this is kind of high up anyway. Another cave over this way. Wow. Little narrow natural bridge over here. Kind of cool. Does it open up over on this side, I guess? Kind of looks like it does. So this whole thing is a big natural bridge. Oh, and there comes the rain. Go away. Come again another day. And yeah, I know somebody in one of the comments on YouTube told me what to do to make all the weather stop. But you know what? It's kind of fun having a bit of weather from time to time. Let's see, where was that? Whoa, I hope I'm not getting anyone dizzy. I think we came at it from this direction, didn't we? Yeah. Let's continue on this way then. What way are we facing, by the way? That is south, but we're going diagonal. That's east, so I guess we're going southeast. Which is fine. I think that takes us to new territory. If I remember correctly, I tried to bring up the world in Chunky. Still not loading properly. So whoever's maintaining that, they haven't quite grokked the new format for the chunks and region files. Try to load it up. It says there's like a missing header or something like that. So obviously something has changed in the region files and chunk records and all that. So until they get that figured out, Chunky isn't working. I haven't checked it today, actually. Maybe I'll check that after the stream just to take a little peek. But yeah, we got about 20 minutes or so left tonight. Let's see what else we can find. Looks like we're getting into some snowy areas here. A little bit of a hill there. How high up is it going to go? Let's let things load up. Not a lot. It looks like we're getting to some cold ocean here too. Lots of ice flows. I see some icebergs there. Come on, load it up. Still getting pretty good frames per second there. Let the processor have its way for a bit. Generate it some. Bit of mountain over there. Oh. You know, it's pretty here, but it may not be someplace you want to visit. Now here's the question. There was a bug that was keeping places like this from spawning creatures. Like the ocean ruins and the pillager outposts, that kind of thing. It might have whatever mobs that it generates with, but it's not going to be spawning any. And that looks like it is still the case, because I'm not seeing any pillagers around at all. It's a lovely shot. Little helicopter orbit like this. Quite cinematic, which is, you know, kind of why they call it that. This kind of smooth direction changes. But anyway, back to the point. Yeah, no pillagers. So that bug is still there. They're going to have to work that out before release, I'm thinking. Because, yeah, that's not one that you want to save until after release. You know? You can't just bank on everyone just not finding a pillager outpost or what have you until after you fix that. Yeah, see, these over here are not spawning drowns, from what I read in the bug report, or have not been spawning drowns. Some of these actually generate with drowns present, and there's actually a couple in there. One of which has a trident. Very nice. I'm tempted to take that from him, if I can. You know what? I'm going to try. After I set the weather. Come on now. Hello, sir. Excuse me, can I interest you in my sword? Did he drop it? No. He just dropped himself. Buried treasure map. Okay, I'm curious. I'm going to take a look. See how these guys look. Oh, it's close by. If I can get out of here. Hello. Well, come on. All right, here we go. Come on up. It's over this way. Should be right under here. Whee! Gotta be careful, because I am in creative. Did I see something? Looks like we should be right about on it. So I touch, I don't know. Make sure we're rotating about it. Yeah, it looks like we're pretty even in it. So should be right around in here. So it's going to be really curious, though. Is why isn't the water coming into that? Okay, weird. What I'm really curious about, though, is treasure maps near the border of world. Oh, there we are. Ooh, nice stuff. Nice stuff. I mean, leather tunic. That's primo. Cooked cod. Cooked cod almighty. Anyway. Let's get back to daylight. Swap that over there, and we're just gonna pop that away. So, I guess just an iceberg. Is that one that we just looked at? We're coming this way, weren't we? Yeah, we were coming this way because that thing was there. All right. Continuing on. We got another quarter hour-ish or so. 13 or 14 minutes. We'll do this. Let's let the terrain generate over here. I notice occasionally you'll see while the terrain is generating and all, a chunk will kind of disappear for a moment and then come back. See a few of those like that. Okay, it's just an iceberg. Another iceberg. Very cone-like iceberg. Is that, no, it's just a hill. I thought maybe it was a house for a moment. What are we looking at here? Ooh, 10. All right, let's fix that. All right, what do we got? Yeah, it's a little bit better. Maybe not perfect, but better. All right. What's on the other side of the water here? What is that? Is that lava coming out of ice? All right, I'm going to say that that is a bug. Because yeah, that just doesn't seem right. Why is it not melting the ice? Seems like it ought to melt the ice. You know? It just seems like it should. Is it just me? Or does someone else think that's kind of weird? Oh, I got a question in the chat here. It's my first time exploring the 118 snapshots. No, I have been exploring them since the first experimental snapshot came out. If you take a look at my YouTube page, if you look on the in my profile in here, you should see a link to it. And take a look in there, you'll see all my old exploration videos. But yeah, I like to explore each one, see what they have to offer, try to go on different directions, but pretty much all with the same seed. Basically because it's kind of a point of reference, so I can see what is going on with it. See, now this, I'm curious to see, for such a huge iceberg, how much is below, if I can see. Here, okay, now we can see. So it's going way down, right down to the ocean floor, which makes me wonder if maybe these icebergs are a bit oversized for how deep the ocean kind of goes on these things. You know, I'm thinking we should maybe see more of this in like the deep ocean areas. You know? Oh. That's unusual. Don't see that every day. Have I listened to the music released in this snapshot? Uh, Bits and pieces. I usually don't play the music during the streams, which is, I mostly usually have my Minecraft configured to be kind of stream ready. I don't usually listen that into the streams, because that can get copyright strikes and stuff on that. They don't mind you showing your gameplay and stuff like that, especially if you have some kind of commentary on it, either talking about the game or multiple players talking amongst themselves or whatever, because it sells the game. That's how I came to it. And but the copyright holders for the music, from what I understand, they've basically licensed that music to Mojang to use in the game, but they still retain the copyrights. The artist who made the music. So if someone else has features it in a video, including Minecraft gameplay video, that can get some copyright hits. So yeah, I kind of learned that early on, doing stuff on YouTube. So it's like, okay, no more music. If I can find something that's similar, if there was some way, if I could rig something up to maybe have the music channel from Minecraft kind of not going into the stream or the recording, but somehow actually kind of getting fed as an input to something else that would detect which song it was and substitute a similar, public domain or other kind of, song like that, Creative Commons or something like that. That would be interesting. I don't know if anyone's ever done that. I don't know if it's really worthwhile. It would be cool, the technology to automatically recognize a song on the fly like that. I don't know if there's any kind of maybe a mod. You know what? Come to think of it, you could probably just put a data pack and just substitute, songs. Maybe somebody's got that. I have to look into that. Maybe make some of my own selections. But yeah, back to your questions. I have listened to a little bit of the music released in the snapshot. It's interesting. It's it's different. It's the kind of thing that's going to have to grow on me. What am I doing? Weather. The music that has been in there before, to my mind, is just so inextricably linked with Minecraft. It's hard to think of, new music being legitimately Minecraft, but it grows on you. On the other hand, in the past, less than a year, I've been doing this. That I've just basically not been playing with the music on. So stuff like, Pig Step, I just haven't really heard all that much, just samples of it and things like that. I think they have it on the wiki, the now unofficial wiki, which is a bit of a bad thing. The way they did that, Microsoft just suddenly said, "Nope, you guys are not official. Gotta take all the official graphics down. Do it fast." And they did. If you looked on the Minecraft wiki, you might notice that its little icon has changed, and you may not notice at a glance looking at it, oh yeah, that's Minecraft. You might not think that, because it's a different kind of thing. I think they put a few blocks together in some configuration. Some Minecraft-like blocks. A nice little village up on the hill here. Not too bad as far as accessibility. Yeah. Some issues, but there's other paths along the side there. Not really wheelchair accessible, I wouldn't say. But nothing in Minecraft really is when you think about it. But fortunately, someone being in a wheelchair can still play the game. They just need to be able to manipulate the computer somehow. And for a lot of people in wheelchairs, the hands still work. So they're good to go with that. In fact, I've been watching Hermitcraft so far. Mostly watching Mumbo Jumbo's videos on that. Kind of like him. He's a bit technical, but got some other sides to it as well. And yeah, I enjoy him. And of course, one of the fellows there, Scar, I believe. He's posted day in the life videos that I watched recently. He's in a wheelchair himself. Seems like a real nice guy. Never met him. Can't say that for sure. I don't know. Maybe in private he's a jerk. Everyone can be at times. Everyone's got their moods. But yeah, he seems nice. But where are we now? I think we are about at the end of the stream. So Blukey Beat, who has been chatting here and has been flagged as a first-time chat from that particular viewer. I enjoyed answering your questions. I hope you have more next time around. Maybe click on the old follow button and see that next stream. I do have like 2 different streams running. This one I usually try to do on Mondays around 11 a.m. Eastern Time, U.S. Eastern Time, that is, I should say, because it's not all U.S., is it? But yeah, that's when I usually do this one. This one is tonight because I probably have some things I'm going to have to do tomorrow. Just, stuff comes up. And when I just can't have, enough peace, quiet, and privacy to, or time to do things on Monday, then I do them Sunday nights. So that's what I'm doing tonight. So anyway, and then Saturday nights I have my Hardcorn series going. I enjoyed your commentary. I'll check out more of your streams. That is very nice of you to say. Thank you very much. And I noticed that my follower count has gone up from 3 to 4. Let's clear this out of the way, shall we? Yeah, thank you very much. That's nice of you to say. So yeah, this I think will be it for tonight's stream. Again, like I was just explaining to our new friend here, Blukey Beat, this is would be my Monday stream tonight on Sunday night instead because of schedule conflicts. That's how it goes. It looks like I'm carrying something that's smoky there, but I'm not. It's a little spyglass. Anyway, and then, of course, Saturday nights, I'm doing my Hardcorn series. That is my first world with Minecraft set at the hard difficulty level. It's not hardcore. I should have done that with given that name for the series, but I did not. And it may be for the best because last night's stream I actually got killed in the Nether by an Enderman. Yeah, it was horrific. So yeah, check that out. It should still be in the archives on Twitch, and also it is available on YouTube if you want to go watch it there. The YouTube one, I have the whole countdown to the beginning of the stream edited out and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that is it for tonight. I hope that everyone enjoyed it. It seems like Blukey Beat did enjoy it. Thank you very much for the follow. And anyone else who's been watching, hey, speak up next time. I'd like to hear from you. Anyway, till then, bye.